Welcome back to the lovely story of Cloud and his harem.
These are the inner thoughts of Cloud Strife. I can't move!
Please let go. Thank you.
Alright, now follow me. How does Cloud face danger? Well, he thinks to himself a little too.
He runs away from it.
he ain't afraid of no ghost.
Wait, hold on, found an antidote. Okay, so he goes to his happy place. Here at the honeybee inn where you go.
I'm not sure that counts as a happy place.
It's stuck in my head, Aerith. We have you to thank for that.
Oh. Over there.
I can't concentrate.
It's
a trap.
Aerith, what are you doing?
Aerith, is it another flower you're talking to?
Call the
Huh. Okay.
This?
So we're playing Spirit Medium, I see.
You didn't. Oh.
It's a ghost. It's a ghost.
You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me Aerith was secretly Maya.
Ghosts that fight each other, it would seem.
Well, that does it. These ghosts are going down.
Watch as I physically strike down these ghosts.
Well, these ghosts are not the conventional type. They can be harmed physically, but they do resist. Yeah, it's best if you use magic, basically. Funny enough, these ghosts in the original game were the best source of farming, items that will replenish your MPs.
Mm-hmm. Guess you'd have to be full of energy to return from the dead.
There we are.
Dog
it's interesting because in the World of Final Fantasy version of this dungeon, they also, instead of ghosts, they had vampires. So I guess they
want. Well, it doesn't World of Final Fantasy does mix up with monsters that do not belong in the dungeon.
They do.
So in that case, they're probably taking. Well, I haven't played it again, World of Fantasy myself, but the design of a vampire, is it more similar to the one of the first game?
I'll have to go back and check.
Onto the wiki in the meantime, don't worry.
Anyway, Aerith, what are you doing?
It's just a ghost!
I mean, we just get a
pull the trigger, Cloud. Do it!
There is no room for even so when a creature could kill us.
Aww.
Put it down.
It looks sad, kind of.
It's just the way the way it's painted. Oh.
Oh, that ghost's a dick.
Yeah, I guess.
I think we should move.
We're taking the paranormal activity approach.
Move.
I really think we should move, guys.
Did you guys watch Prometheus or something? Go! Christ. You guys are about as spatially aware as a hedgehog.
You okay?
I guess Sonic would have got a win time.
Cloud, you saved us.
A normal hedgehog. Or maybe a bat would be a more accurate comparison.
Are hedgehogs known for being not spatially aware or something? I don't really get that.
Well,
no, but they tend to panic towards imminent danger, and that causes them to die very often. Worst example is becoming basically roadkill, because when they see an automobile approaching, they curl up hoping that it will repel it. So yeah.
Ouch.
They die in pretty horrific ways, actually.
Don't watch Animals of a Parfum Wood. It's not a pleasant tale.
That's just no, that's just a thing too. No, the World of Final Fantasy likes to do, like, for example, to give you an idea, the train graveyard is in the exact same region that Cid's house from Final Fantasy V is in. You know, it's literally a complete mix-up. You know,
like I thought, it does the mashup. Anyway, I'm looking at design.
Tifa,
no, it seems to be more original.
Anyway, Tifa, I don't think that door's gonna open.
Okay, I guess someone is clear. Played PT then. Yep, definitely played PT.
well, for the 600 who got to play PT before it was taken away.
Well,
how
it
nice.
it was extremely popular when it came out, Dwibs. Like it had like millions of downloads. So it's not too far stretch that people like someone in Square Enix development actually, played it and loved it.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, again, we're taking the paranormal activity approach, but without actually making shit up floating, carelessly, but instead just operating the machines.
Speaking of Final Fantasy Wiki, you know what's the interesting thing too? Aside from writing and directing World of Final Fantasy, Hiroki Chiba was also the scenario, according to the wiki at least, Chiba was also the scenario director for Type 0. So, interesting. But you know what's the interesting thing? Despite writing those good games, he also was a scenario writer in Lightning Returns of it's just what I don't even understand. But then again, he was still constrained by what Toriyama wanted, so I guess we should keep that in mind.
On paper, the way the scenarios are idealized, there's technically nothing wrong. It's just the way the characters are written and directed.
So anyway, back onto this game. So once again, we got to try and get the power working. Unfortunately, this time it's not being shut down by Shinra Prats, but by the ghosts.
These ghosts are quite the rapscallion.
And unfortunately, we can't just walk along that part of the bridge because it's extremely brittle and will probably fall apart more than Cloud's love life, implying he ever had one.
Well, he's still 21 years old, he's still young. He has plenty of time.
Considering the rate this particular project is going, do we know that?
Not to mention, even if he doesn't have a love life, so what? Not everybody needs to have a love life.
Never have anything to say about it.
I found you.
Aerith, what did you find?
Aerith, why did you have to do it? Jesus
Aerith,
Christ.
Because, Aerith, this is a serious matter. We're not playing fucking hide and seek.
Aerith, honest to God, why do you take solace in the
Are
ghosts
you-
that are trying to kill us?
Aerith, are you trying to get us killed first before yourself so you won't feel bad?
But, okay, seriously, Aerith. First you have me go dressed as a woman in a situation where I end up the bride of Don Carnio. Then you act all playful and nice with Tifa, and now this. You're sending me messages here.
Again, Cloud is just third wheeling throughout the game.
Yeah, she's stealing your girl.
Yeah. Turns out Cloud was never the main character all along. It was
Joke's
Aerith.
done.
Stealing his
Tifa's the
spotlight.
self-insert.
Joke's on you. I've still got Jessie waiting back for me.
Oh, I'm sure she's gonna be. She's gonna be full of life in seeing you.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll be just jump. I'm sure she'll just be blown away. When
She's
Guys,
going to explode with love.
Guys,
you.
again, like I said before, remember, there's always Yuffie.
True.
Yuffie's not in this game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so-
it. Yuffie's not in this game.
Well, that's what part 2 is for.
More in here.
Well, whenever that comes out.
Jesus! This particular theme, not the battle theme, the field theme for the graveyard, sounds a lot actually like the safe room in Resident Evil 2.
Not to mention Cloud, you still have Rush.
Yeah, there it is.
That too. And if you're really that desperate, you can still, go on with Sephiroth at least.
Right.
I have
He
to
surely
say,
does care about you.
All right. Well, you know what? This journey's boring. Let's play football with boxes.
I gotta
Hey.
say, the battlefield, the battle theme for this area is surprisingly upbeat. It sounds like.
Right.
Well, it's intentional tone dissonance, I think. Like kind of like one of the final bosses in Dark Souls actually has a piano-esque tune.
Instead of being this epic super thing, it's just very somber and depressing.
Yeah, like it's sometimes composers like to mix it up instead of being obvious.
Context. It's all context here. You and Liz will see in no time.
Hell, even without context,
well,
sometimes they
guys,
just like to
come
mix it
on.
up in general.
Also, guys, come on. Cloud's missed the football. He deserves a little bit of a kickabout.
Well, there's a reason why footballs are in a spherical or oval shape, because they're easier to toss around, not cubical.
Yeah. In fact, this is why. In fact, that's the main reason why this particular Cloud is my favorite incarnation of him. He can make anything out of anything. He can turn a cardboard box into a football. He can turn a dance video game into something somewhat fun, if a bit hard to see sometimes.
Such is life.
That's what he does.
The only thing he can't do is get a decent haircut.
Excuse me, I'll have you know that this hairdo suits me very well.
Now that's a spicy old take.
True. Like, this haircut is one of his trademark visual traits, so...
And even so, do you remember, they're still compromising for this remake. You don't remember, the original is going full bananas, literally.
Trust me, Dwibs, trust me,
it
Dwibs.
Could have been even worse for you, Dwibs.
Trust me, Dwibs. As far as bad Square Enix hairdos go, the Cloud is one of the best ones, I assure you.
Pretty much. I mean, hey, there is a reason that they pretty much copied it over for Roxas.
I will say this, though. At least for the protagonists, the main protagonists, I don't think there is like a particular bad hairdo.
No, it's mostly the villains. Like the villain of Final Fantasy VIII, which I have no idea how the hell she gets through doors with that hair, but...
Ultimisha. True.
Yeah, I imagine now she's trying to do a grand villain speech, but she's walking through the door, but it bangs on the sides.
It doesn't help when in the original 8, for some reason the localization decided to play fun with accents and gave her spelling things with K instead of C's.
Yeah, because poor literacy is cute, don't you know?
Not just that. In my country, doing that is equivalent of trying to have someone doing a German accent. But for Ultimation, it makes literally no sense. Doesn't help that her name is American name is a complete fuck up. Translating it. But I'll have to reserve that for the actual Final Fantasy VIII game.
Sure.
Aerith, how dare you suggest that? I am not running away from a bunch of craps.
It's interesting you said that, Dwibs, with the epic speech, because there's actually a moment in the 8 where Ultimisia does have an epic speech in front of 1 million people, where she threatens to kill... Trust me, don't worry, this doesn't spoil anything. Where she threatens to kill everybody, and yet people keep cheering after she just threatened to kill them all. I'm not even kidding when I say this.
Maybe they were happy to die.
It's borderline self-aware, like it's supposed to be Final Fantasy VIII, the abridged version, because it reminds me so much of that moment where in Dragon Ball Z Abridged they use for the Lord Slug movie, OVA, where the alien comes out and they're like, you're being conquered, everyone cheer up because they think it's Jesus.
It's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where that show ended up becoming an abridged series of itself.
That's a thing, Dwibs.
At least for the American dub, Dwibs, the Italian one at least try to take it decently.
That's the thing, Dwibs. That game feels like it was written by someone who doesn't understand how humans feel about things. In general. Like, nobody has the appropriate reaction to anything.
Maybe they're psychopaths.
I guess, but damn, like,
if they are, they're very passive because none of them actually go full.
Okay, sociopaths then.
Oh no! Here's the real answer. It's all a dream.
Sorry, Jova, but Kitaze shut down that theory, fortunately. So.
You're welcome to try one recently that has popped up. But once again, I'll have to reserve that for the actual Final Fantasy VIII game because it's best to be viewed in the context of the game.
I wonder what employees in this old factory were carrying Moogle medals.
I don't know. Maybe someone, maybe one of their kids left it there after they had invite your kid at work.
And how very nice of them to leave the vending machine working.
Yay.
Maybe the ghost used it.
Yeah, the ghost likes this song.
Also, there's literally a jazz version of Let the Battles Begin.
Yep.
That is cute.
I'm just going to sell some stuff that I don't need because I haven't got much skill.
All right, vending machine, here you go. You're lucky that this is my jam.
Yeah, I'm actually giving you some stuff for a change.
Yeah, this fuzzy wuzzy.
Nah, that won't
I could
work.
whip out.
Well,
Bracelet. Yeah, I'll sell
Nah.
that.
I don't really need the bracelet anymore. I've got plenty of potions, so you can go. I got plenty of potions.
I know, Dwibs, but well, it's not applicable for you because you, well, just like you mentioned, why even bother? But the accessory that you just sold is kind of vital for hard mode.
Well, I'm not playing hard mode, so
Exactly.
Have you started hard mode, by the way, too?
No, I'm waiting until we're actually personally done with the commentary for this one for me to try and start chapter select and hard mode, just so I could take a small break and focus on something else.
all that ghost slashing really makes Cloud tired. Okay, now he's better.
Thanks for waiting for me, ladies. Just had to sit down and rest.
Cloud, you were sitting there for 5 hours. How that helicopter hasn't destroyed the plate by now, I don't know.
It's okay. Fortunately, this
turbulence.
It's okay. Fortunately, this game does not have a clock or day and night system, so technically time doesn't move forward in this game.
How much you win that part 2 totally will have a clock system?
Also, regarding Ultimicias, well, I'll mention this after what's about to happen, because now we have, of all things, a mid-dungeon boss.
By the way, you so gotta have Shirai play Ultimecia.
Actually, I was planning on. I guess we'll see.
We'll have to discuss this, between things.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, we got this to go through first. And also, however it turns out after this game comes out, they might do a recompilation of Final Fantasy VII, for all I know.
It is definitely a possibility.
No, Dwibs, you can't
Especially
slash the computers.
No, I was trying to slash the boxes, so wait a minute. Cloud can slash boxes on the ground, but not on a table. How does that make any sense?
Oh. Okay, who turned off the lights? Let's ask the obvious question.
And then the Vast and the Rada came around.
I love how Tifa covers behind Aerith.
Yeah.
Did that book? Is that book literally poning the system?
Tifa, you're capable of lifting up a 10-story tall building, and you're cowering before Aerith.
Well, she's just afraid of ghosts, I guess.
Aerith?
Tifa would be a very terrible Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh no, it's
Oh jeez.
When I was playing this, I thought these were the bloody Dementor ghosts.
Oh,
It's a bigger ghost. What is this? Yoshi's Island?
The Stave Pop Marshmallow Man? Oh no.
As I was saying, when I first saw this, I thought it was the bloody Dementor ghosts again.
They clearly look different, Dwibs.
Well, they might take different forms for all I know.
It's a ghostly fusion.
Anyway, I can also imagine that this boss, the ghoul, can also be a pain in hard mode because it switches between two stances. One where can be armed only by physical attacks, and one where becomes vulnerable only to magic attacks.
Specifically fire.
I can't really tell which is which half the time.
It becomes transparent when he's vulnerable by magic, like this. There you go.
Honestly, by the time I got to this boss in hard mode, I don't know.
Considering you need to conserve your MP strategically, so
I know, but I managed to get here with all my MP full, so I didn't have much trouble. If I want to be too honest.
All right.
Depends on the player.
It's the final boss of this chapter that you have to be more mindful of, especially considering how one of Aerith's weapons has to be stolen by that from that boss specifically.
Yeah. Anyway, also a side note.
Get down!
Yes, like Schwarzenegger. Get down again. Side note, I joked about this being just a bigger version of the Bow Smoke, but it does have some elements that make it kinda unique, like the more demonic face on the bottom and the extra head when he pops up sometimes. Not to mention the forearms instead of 2.
Come on, go
Considering
down.
this is a completely original boss made for the game, it's kind of cool in that it was designed.
Ow.
Oh,
Like I said, it's a cool ghostly fusion.
Yeah, but this ghost is killing us, so he's got to go down. Anyway, limit break time. Oh no, wait, it's
yeah,
grayed
it
out.
needs to be
I've got to wait.
targetable Dwibs.
Cloud.
And of course,
your
it gets its
Cloud
own theme.
Strife says, when do you ever play nice?
I play nice to those who earn it. This the guy though. He's been a bad boy, and Sakurai wouldn't like that.
Oh crap! And I wasted all that MP.
Not to mention the casting time.
Look
Again,
out!
the
He's
higher
going to
the
attack
level of
us
the spell,
with.
the higher the casting time.
Look out,
Yeah.
Aerith and Tifa. He's going to attack us with file cabinets.
Yeah, but the only thing that's worse than filing cabinets is what's inside the filing cabinets.
Legal papers.
No, worse. All the files that were in there are files that hold the development of the original Final Fantasy XIV, and that can knock out any guy.
I thought we literally burned everything, Dwibs.
But Yoshida probably missed a few spots.
Of course.
No way, I
it's
get
like
it.
the perfect sequel bait.
No, wait, I get it, guys. These are literally the ghosts of the old file papers for Final Fantasy XIV. Their spirits have become rather malevolent.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, they can't harm anybody. So
Well, they're
They're
harming your
harming
party
us.
no. Well, that's the thing. The ghost
Oh.
already used them. Oh shit.
now. Cloud, you do not got this.
That wasn't
Okay, he's giving Aerith a bad bear hug.
And Aerith
something-
died.
Okay,
Thanks,
Aerith
Cloud.
is told still. I'm gonna blaze him.
420.
And I burned Aerith alive, apparently.
It's okay.
It's
She's
okay, she's
resilient to
fine.
fire.
Oh, so hang on. She can survive being set on fire, but not stabbed.
It was a very
Subjective
special
healing.
blade.
that was fun.
Yes, Aerith, of
Fun.
course you found it fun.
Dwibs, this is something that's been going on since Final Fantasy
Come and
V.
play with him. He was strangling you, Aerith.
He's a very
is Aerith-
naughty rapscallion.
Is Aerith into that?
Maybe.
Probably.
I mean,
don't know.
if
She
she
sees
is,
dead
then
people, so why not?
I mean, if she is, then fair enough. But still,
Maybe Aerith just gets turned on by death and is also a masochist.
yeah, that's why she.
That was
That's,
the point.
yeah, in fact, yeah, that's the thing.
So-
I'm willing to believe that. I'm willing to believe that Aerith did see Sephiroth coming in the original game. She just didn't move because she was so turned on by the idea of death.
This is
No. Even better. Actually, Aerith hired Sephiroth to do all that, and it turns out Aerith was the true mastermind of the original 7.
Sure.
It's a
Sephiroth
pink
was
that went a
just the
little
fall.
wrong.
She just so how do you explain Aerith kind of saving the day at the very end?
Well,
Kill
it's
steal.
simple. It's simple. It's a kill steal. Also, it was her backup plan in case Sephiroth got killed off here and there. She would step in and save the day from the live
Into
stream.
necrophilia, though. If he
Uh,
agreed with that.
Roy, that has not stopped people in this series before.
Yeah. So it's official. Cloud is a necrophiliac.
Wait,
No,
how can I be a
Sephiroth.
necro-
Dweebs
I didn't say
2020.
anything about Cloud.
Well, we don't know what Cloud's up to. So
No, James, you are not messing with my characters' backstory.
Jova Square messed with his character's backstory. I think I'm fair game.
Yes, but
But
necrophilia
you're
might
better,
actually be
Dweebs.
worse. You're supposed to be better than Square at this.
Yeah, I'm not a professional, right?
I'm gonna have to side with Dwibs on this one, Joe. I don't think I wouldn't say that, to be honest. I'm gonna disagree with you there. Anyway,
Dweebs, what are you
What are you
doing?
doing, Dribbs?
I was trying to move Cloud around, but for some reason Tifa and Aerith decided to be really rude and get in his way.
but yeah, no,
Do you want
Dwibs.
to get out of here or don't you?
But yeah, no, Dwibs, that's the thing. This has been a thing in the Final Fantasy series since Final Fantasy V. When the story deems it that the character should die, he will die, and the Phoenix Downs for some reason will not work this one time. So
I know, right?
Of course. Has there ever been a game that said Phoenix Downs won't work in this case?
5.
I mean, say it in dialogue, I mean.
To an extent, Thor, where two characters petrify themselves and the dispel necessary to unpetrify them doesn't work.
This is a weird series.
well, Dwibs,
You think?
Welcome to 22 current years, local.
Dwibs. Well, when it comes to making you can never make a video game 100% like true to real life. It doesn't work because.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a weird series.
Sure.
Oh yes.
Look, it's actually even more noticeable in Sakaguchi's Lost Odyssey, because Lost Odyssey is about people that are literally immortal as told to us by the story, and yet they can still die in battle in the game. So it's and the game doesn't even try to implement their immortality into the gameplay at all. It's purely for story reasons. So that game, I would argue, has even worse gameplay story segregation, if you ask me.
Then again, I can imagine if you're a casual fan, it can also be a bit of a nightmare to keep up with the numbered games. Like, if it's just someone on the outside, they probably think, wait, they're making 7 after 15? Eh?
A girl?
Well, it's called Remake.
A little girl. Let's see, a little girl in a ghost story.
And now the ghosts decide to fuck up with Tifa's memories.
Yeah, but when I saw that bit, I thought, wait, Marlene's dead?
Don't you see, Theo? It's like the Phoenix from Snack World.
Don't you see, Dwibs? Aerith won't die in this remake, but Marlene will instead.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure why you decided to go all.
Also,
What was the name of that comic that decided to kill off a child character just for shock value?
Tifa without her shoulder pads, I think.
For
Sorry,
justice.
Javen?
No, my bad. Whatever.
Sorry, Javen, what was that?
Cry for justice.
Okay.
He might not make it home tonight.
He's very busy.
Oh, God damn it, Tifa!
I didn't say Syrian. Yeah.
You're not a good. This is why Barrett is the parent of Marlene.
What are you?
No, that's not Marlene, I think. And also, yeah, I was saying something, and yet my iPhone thought I said, "Hey Siri."
Don't waste any more time here.
Huh.
It's doing it again. Bloody hell.
Oh, that's what was different. She didn't have the proper, sleeves.
Yeah.
All right.
then.
Yeah.
Well, she was cooking.
Yeah,
so.
no. She was. It was my mistake. I just simply fucked up in what she was lacking for normal outfit.
So we've had a nice, good long rest.
I'm sure the ghost will not bother us anymore.
And I'm also sure that the Shimmer agents didn't take advantage of Cloud's severe lack of energy and destroy the plate while he was like lounging around on a park bench.
Again, Dwibs, turbulences.
No. It's the bloody Dementors. They sense that Cloud is having a sit down, and so they get in the way of the plane. Like, no, you can't destroy the plane yet.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean they do. They do everything else. So
See you
pretty
for
sure
the
that
next
won't
part.
be too much.
See ya.
Yeah, see if when we finally get out of this place.